Hey, what's going on, everybody? Echo Side Fiend here, back once again. And today I've got three unpackagings to do. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the very first night of ICP's House Party Peep Show. Of course, was last night, October 3rd. Today that I'm recording this is the 4th, so if you're watching it later. Um, Last night was the first night they did the Juggalos Against Sanity game. It was supposed to be Jay, Shaggy, Jumpsteady, and Rude Boy initially, but for whatever reason he couldn't make it. They had, I think it was Aztec from JCW. It was live. I actually assumed that was going to be pre-recorded. It was live down in Violent J's basement. You can see his kids down there playing the arcade games that he's got and shit. That was pretty cool. They were running a little bit late, which is pretty standard for ICP, but it started and it was going really good. Just the audio was really shitty. They were having some problems with there was crackling and static over the microphones. As far as that, you could hear them and everything, but it was just constantly going. And they knew about it. They were trying to get it fixed, and they after a while they took a break and then came back and it was still doing it. And I ended up turning it off because it was really annoying. The static. As far as the game, it was really entertaining. Their banter back and forth, their jokes and everything was really entertaining. I can see this whole House Party Peep Show. I can see this being really cool. Like the whole thing, just all the way they were interacting with each other, the stories they were telling about the cards, and it was really cool. I really wanted to watch the whole thing, but it was just like WWE when they first were doing the empty arena shows, and I could like not get myself to just focus on the fact that there was no crowd noise. It was just like that for this. I kept trying to tell myself like just ignore the static, and I just sit there watching. I'm like, oh my god, it's driving me fucking nuts, you know. And so yeah, it was really cool as far as like what they were doing, but I had to turn it off. I also will say I'm not a fan of the Patreon app or whatever because it looks like I'm not going to be able to uh like I was saying, I want to be able to like listen to like the podcasts and stuff like when I'm out running my route. It sounds like I'll be able to do it. Just have like, when I'm on my way out to Muskegon where my route is, um, just have it playing and just throw my phone on my dashboard and I should be able to then. But if you turn the screen off, it's not like YouTube. Like YouTube, I can turn the screen off because I do the YouTube Premium. You can turn it off, throw it in my pocket, or I got a phone holder the audio still plays. This I tried it, turned it off, and it just cuts off. So I don't know. Maybe once it's not live, maybe that'll change. But the Patreon app, I was not terribly wild about. There was no casting button to cast it from my phone to my TV here because I've got a Chromecast, and I was really hoping that there would be that. Now you can cast the whole screen. You can cast your whole entire phone screen to it, which is what I was doing. But then if you do anything else, it does that on there. If you pick up your phone to go on Facebook or text somebody, it does it there, which I guess isn't the hugest deal, but um, I was really hoping it would be very much like YouTube, like where I could turn it off and everything. But again, that's not ICP's fault by any means. Just just the way the app is built, or if you go to it on the mobile web or anything, it's all the same. There's no casting button, but I can get by that, but I was just hoping that it would be very much like YouTube. But overall, with the exception of that audio quality, I thought the presentation was really cool. Again, they were very entertaining, which I mean, I was already expecting that. I mean, anybody that knows anything about ICP and their camp, their interactions with each other, if they're on video or whatever, on their podcasts and stuff like that, they have very good banter, very good interaction. It's entertaining, funny. So I was already expecting that, but yeah, just that audio. Hopefully they get that all under control. And honestly, I think this will go off great. So like I said, they started a little bit late, which was okay with me because I was running a little bit late. Real quickly, Friday night I had an appointment to get a tattoo, to get two of them actually. I'm going to be getting a Hatchet Man on the inner side of my bicep, and then I'm also on my wrist. I'm going to get the Halloween 6 Curse of Michael Myers. If anybody's familiar with that movie, shitty movie, I know. I'll put that out there right now. I know it's terrible, but he had the Thorn, that Thorn cult that controlled him. They had that tattoo like a rune. I'm going to be getting that. I've always thought that would be cool. I saw that movie in the theater, me and my friend Dan and his girlfriend. Went to that at the time. I was a senior in high school. Senior year had just started. This came out in like late September, if I remember right, or we went and saw it in late September anyway. And right away, I thought that would be really cool. I've always thought that, so I'm gonna get that. But I had the appointment Friday night, and I got there, and the guy that does my tattoos, their printer had gone down to do the patterns, so he was behind. They had got it up, but he was behind. So he's like, if you want to come back a little bit later, or he's like, I'll message you, and he's like, I can take care of you. I'm like, all right, cool. So a little bit later, he messaged me. He's like, we can do late night if you want, but he's like, otherwise, another night would be fine with me. And I'd been up since 4 in the morning, so I'm like, hey, let's shoot for later. And he goes, hey, how about tomorrow night? And I'm like, all right, yeah, that'll work. And he goes, all right, yeah, I'll get you in. How about 9 o'clock? 9 at night. And I'm like, yep, that's fine. So I show up there, and again, we were messaging. I show up there last night, and he's like, I thought we were doing next Saturday. I'm like, no, you said last night. And I show him on my phone, and he's looking at his phone. He's like, fuck, I did say that, didn't I? And he's like, I don't know if it's going to work tonight. And I'm like, yeah, we can do next week if that works. And he's like, that'll work a lot better. And he's like, I'll give you $50 off. And he's like, we'll get you in right away. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll do that. So I do have to do that next Saturday. So I got home about 9:30, and then the thing hadn't even started quite yet. So I didn't really miss anything. But like I said, I ended up turning it off. I might try to watch it again a little bit later because I do want to see more of what they were doing. But otherwise, yeah, it was the first night I thought went good, and I'm looking forward to the rest, assuming that they can get that audio under control, and I think it's going to be cool. So if you haven't checked out the House Party Peep Show, if you're kind of like still on the fence about it, I know you probably don't want to make your entire decision on just one night, but I will say the first night was entertaining. Just the audio issue, which I'm sure they're going to get under control. Other than that, it was definitely fun, and I think any Juggalo would probably have fun watching that. The Juggalos Against Sanity and the rest of them. It sounds like it's going to be really cool. So so far, I can say I think it's worth the money. So if you're still on the fence, maybe that'll help you out a little bit. So anyway, let's get to these unboxings. So I got 3 of them here. They all came Friday. 1 came Friday and 2 came Saturday, yesterday. So just real quick, I do want to talk about, so it's 3 separate orders. There's a reason that I ordered 2 of these, and actually I'll pop them open, then I'll explain like why I am ordering these couple of items. So I don't know which one is going to be which here. I know what this one is, but as far as these 2, I don't know which one's going to be which. 2 of them are from eBay, and another one is from, well, you'll see. So this is one of the first eBay ones. And all right, so this is this will be Hallowicked 2004, the single. This is Murder Cloak. I went to 2004. Me and my buddy Kyle went. And if anybody else was there, you might remember this was the year that while ICP was on stage, the stage got rushed. I don't even know if they'd played for a half hour yet, because my buddy, I lived in Grand Rapids I still live in Grand Rapids. I was actually living in Belmont. I was still living with my folks at that time, or had been, I'd moved back a few times. I was living with them at the time. And my buddy that I went with, Kyle, he was in Kalamazoo at that time. He's in Battle Creek now, which isn't still the same area. But when we left Detroit, we were back to his house in Kalamazoo at not even midnight. We hung out for a little while. And I left to go home. I pulled into my fucking driveway at my parents' house in Belmont at 1:45. So, and that was coming from Detroit, So that's how early the concert got cut off. And for whatever reason, they tried to hand these out when you were on your way out rather than going in, which is what they'd always done before. And so I remember we were on our way out. The stage got rushed. They cut the show off and everything. And so everybody's all pissed off, obviously. I remember walking down the ramp. It was at the Fillmore. And all of a sudden, this crowd just starts surging forward. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like getting like pushed forward. And the people were at the doors trying to hand these out. And people were just grabbing handfuls of them out of the box. Me and Kyle never even got one. Neither one of us got one. And at this point, we were kind of separated because he'd gone down on the floor. I was kind of like, I was on the floor, but I was like in the back, like I always do, having a beer or whatever. So we were just going to meet at the car, and so like we were not even in the same area. He didn't get one. I didn't get one. And then like there was people like selling them to like, bums and shit outside, which I don't mean to talk shit about people that are bums or homeless or whatever. I'm not saying that, but they were selling them to like, because this guy comes up to us, is totally not a juggalo, just some freaking homeless guy. and he's got like 4 of them, and he's trying to sell them to me and Kyle. He's trying to ask $20 a piece or whatever, and Kyle's like, I'll give you $10 for 2 of them, and he's like, oh, I spent such and such, I spent like $100 on these. I got to get X amount, and then we're like, oh, never mind. And he's like, well, hold on, maybe I could go like $8 a piece or whatever. I'm like, you just said you paid like 100 for them. You're gonna take like a huge. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're so full of shit. He might maybe even just took them from somebody. I don't know. But I've never had one of these ever. This is one that I've never fucking had. And so one of the reasons I ordered these as well, and the next one is also going to be another Hollow Wicked one that I'm missing. The reason that I decided to spend the money on these is I also cashed in a whole shitload of my fucking Speedway points again. I've talked about that before. So I pretty much I ordered this one, and then the one that we'll be opening here. I used points to get 2 eBay gift cards, and after I spent money on both of them, I had to pay 97 cents for one of them. One of the other ones, that's the only one I didn't have enough money. The other one, it was like, came out to 97 cents more than what was left on the card. So I'm also going to try to get the other ones that I'm missing as well, and I'll kind of get into that. So let's get this one open. Okay, so that one was 2002. I'm trying to keep track in my mind here, like what ones I ordered. So, all right, so that was that one was, let's put this over there. That one is 2002. Okay, and then this one is I don't even know if, I'll probably open it, but so this one is 1999 Sleepwalker. I did attend 1999. So I grabbed my Hollow Wicked 20th anniversary here, so if I can make sure I say the right tracks. So I attended 98, which is Pumpkin Carver, and 99, which is Sleepwalkers. I did get these, but I lent them to my friend Rob not long after we met. He was trying to like put together, put them all on his computer. He was trying to build up his whole collection, and he still has them. Somebody I'm still friends with. I'm still very close with. But he was living with my brother at the time, and then him and his girlfriend ended up getting a place together, and then they moved from there to their house that they're still in. They bought a house, and so he still got all this stuff, but he kind of just like a lot of us do, pack your CD collection away because everything's online now. And so he said he still has my 98 and 99. And then after that, he started going with us a lot, so he's got a whole bunch of them. But he just can't put his hands on them. And I know he didn't get rid of them. I know he's not the type that would do that. So I know that he's got them around. But he's just like, I can't tell you when I'm going to have time to dig through everything. But he's like, I guarantee I still have them. But when I get all these Speedway points, I'm like, fuck it, I might as well just start replacing them. And then if he finds them, he'll give them back to me and I'll have an extra one. So, alright, so like I said, this one is 99. So then 98 Pumpkin Carver I gotta get. I've seen that on eBay, but a lot of people are asking a lot of money for it. And then the other one that I'm going to order, have not yet, but I need 2002 Silence of the Hams. Me and Rob, that I just talked about, actually went to 2002 together. And that one was when it was in Royal Oak. They did it at the Royal Oak Music Theater. And we were going to go. We did go, but I mean, we were planning on going originally on Halloween, and it sold out. And then we didn't get, and it sold out like within a day or two, and we didn't get tickets. And so we're like, God damn it. Well, then, I don't know, at some point down the line, excuse me, they announced that they were going to do a Devil's Night, 2002 Devil's Night one, also at the Royal Oak Music Theater. So basically, I think they just took the money that they got from the first night sales and then rented out the theater again. But they said if you attended that one, which is the one me and Rob went to, so it was on October 30th, obviously. If you attended that one, you would not get a CD because they're like, we don't have them printed up. They would only planned on the Halloween one. So it was right in there, the disclaimer. They're like, if you buy a ticket for this and attend this, you will not get a CD. So unfortunately, we didn't get that one. And I'm not exactly sure when eBay started, but I mean, this never really dawned on me until a little while back. Like, hey, I could start replacing the ones that I don't have or just didn't get, in the 2002 and 2004 case. And I don't know if I'll try to get all of them because there's a few other ones I didn't attend. But I'm like, at least I'll have the ones that I did attend. I can say, hey, I've got the singles now, so... So again, I got 2099 and 2004, so I'm just looking to do 98 and 2002, and then like I said, we'll see about getting, because it wouldn't really be that many, it would just be 94, 95, 96, 97, and then 2000 and 2001 would be about the only ones I need, but I don't know, we'll think about that. So anyway, let's move on here. No, this is probably going a little bit longer than I had expected, but let's see. Come on. If I can get that. So, alright, so this is the last package to open, and this one, I don't know, some people might already have an idea what it is, but so I ordered this, and this should have pretty much just been an overnight delivery from where it was coming from, but it ended up taking a week and a half. But anyway, so this is Big Hoodoo's Red Book. I did see DC Fago guy already unbox this, so this is pretty cool. I saw it was going to look like this, and I'm going to try to be careful. I mean, it's just tissue paper with a sticker. There's nothing like embossed on the sticker or anything, but I think it'd still be kind of cool to try to keep it. So let's just go ahead and see if I can. Yeah, it's kind of tearing a little bit more than. Yeah, it's not really an envelope or anything, but anyway, we'll throw that over here. So is this? Oh wow, this is cracked pretty good. I don't know if you can see that all across the cover and across the spine, but no big deal. I can just put it in a different case. But it's in a pretty good envelope, so pretty cushioned envelope. But anyway, I have listened to this on Spotify, and if I can get, there we go. I like this a lot, and one of the things that I think is kind of cool about it, at the end of the first track, they have some audio from that Top Fives website that I was actually just talking about not terribly long ago, of that the host of it talking about Houdini. They clipped it just a little bit to make it fit a little better, and then he also, like, on that video, if I can get this out of here, on that video he says, like, here are 5 things you may not have known about Houdini, Harry Houdini, and on the Red Book, they say here of things. They kind of clipped it a little bit, so it says here of things about Harry Houdini, you know. But it was a video that I remember. I'm like, I remember that video, and I like looked it up to listen to it again. So not a whole lot to the booklet, just credits and just a logo on the back there, pictures of those other albums that are available. This is logo behind there, so yeah, there's a lot of plastic falling out of here. I'm definitely going to have to get a different case for this, so this is all cracked. You can see that there. But, oh well, not Big Hoodoo's fault. So, and then of course, everybody's talking about whether or not it's on Psychopathic. It does have a Hatchet Man, but it does say copyright 2020 Eardrug Music, but it does have the Hoodoo Hatchet Man and then a big Hoodoo logo. I think that's what that is. Sorry, my eyes are fucking horrible. I do have new glasses coming. Hopefully just a couple weeks. I just went and had my prescription updated. Had to get bifocals too, so that's going to take a little bit getting used to. But it does have a Hatchet Man, so yeah, whether or not he's still with Psychopathic, who knows, but he's obviously still cool with them. But all right, well, let's wrap this up. This went quite a bit longer than I was expecting. So, as I said earlier, the House Party Peep show, the first night, with the exception of the audio, was really cool. I'll probably end up watching that again in its entirety, or watch it not again, because like I said, I turned it off after a while, but definitely looking forward to the rest. And other than that, just getting my Hollow Wicked singles collection back up to date. Big Hoodoo, have listened to this. It's fucking awesome. If you have not listened to this yet, it's a fucking great album. So I was already a fan of him to begin with, and this one is probably, I think, so far his best. And I like all his other stuff. So, all right, well, let's wrap this up. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Ecocide Fiend, and I will catch you in the next one. Too sweet.